Okay, now let's look at the same decision problem from a pessimistic point of view. So the first one was optimistic point of view. So let's go ahead and get the matrix set up. It's the same financial information, so I'm going to just simply get it from there with the formula like that. Okay, so all right. So now pessimistic here is going to be like for each alternative, I'm going to assume that the worst thing is going to happen. The worst outcome is what's going to uh, be the future condition. So which means in this case, since this is profit or yeah, return, so the minimum is the pessimistic outcome. Okay, so the minimum of these two. So now copy that down here. So now we have the minimum, and since this we are talking about profit, pessimistic point, each alternative we have the pessimistic outcome listed. Now from these we have to select the best because we are not in for minimum of the minimum. It is maximum among the minimum. So the three alternatives, the worst possible outcome is now listed, and from these we take the best from the worst possible outcomes. Okay. Now the same formula from here will work. So all I have to do is so because same relative positions, so I can just copy paste it here, and that would be pessimistic. Okay, so now that we have the two extremes, right, optimistic and pessimistic, now the next criterion, and in this case the pessimistic is also called minimax. This is the maximum from the minimum. All right, now the next criterion is called criterion of realism. So that is, we have the best alternative and the worst alternative, right? Okay, so let me bring the data back down here. Right? So the best is max, the worst is min. All right. So now what we're going to do is to come up with a coefficient of realism. Okay. What is our best estimate of optimism? Okay. Like in the future, it's very likely that our market is going to be favorable. Then you can have a high degree of confidence in your optimism. Then you can have a probability that is closer to 1. On the other hand, if you're not so sure, then you could probably have 50-50. Or if the outcome is very questionable, then you can have a small value of optimism or realism for the optimistic outcome. So this is optimistic outcome, how much weight you're going to assign to the optimistic. So since it is the two possible extremes, there are only two possible extremes, right? So the weight in one and weight in the other should add up to 1. It's like a probability of best against probability of the worst. So those two probabilities should sum to 1. So suppose if we say 0.8, so this will be 1 minus 0.8, and then we have to average the two based on these weights. Okay, multiply, that will be the expected value. So multiply each financial outcome by the corresponding probability, and then same here, and then I'll add them up. So I'm going to introduce a new function for that. That's called sum product. Okay, sum product of the financial outcomes, okay, these two cells, comma, these two probabilities. So that means sum product will match cell for cell and multiply and then sum them. So product and then sum. Now we want the probability to always come from that row, so that has to be absolute referenced. Okay, so then we have the weighted average right? So now we select the best among those weighted averages. Okay. So now the decision, again, we need to change let's copy. Okay, the match is going to be different because the match is no longer from column E, it is from column G. So the match range should be changed to that.